Greetings, class of 2013. It's Mr. Broshman from Home Office E112. You should have already or about to receive a blue form that looks like this. That form is in reference to final exam exemptions. Last spring, many of your assistant principals visited multiple social studies classes to describe the final exam exemption process tied to your PSSA scores. Congratulations to the class of 2013 because you had the highest PSSA scores in math and reading in school history. As a result, many of you have earned final exam exemptions. This form that you're being given is how you record or request your exemption. It is not automatic. You have to request that exemption. So for example, if you're in British literature and you've earned the exemption for that course, you have to take this form to your British literature teacher and they have to sign and you record your name, the course number, and the section number, not period, section number, and your teacher signs next to that. Your English exemption that you earn for your reading and writing performance can only be used in that British literature course. So if you don't have British literature yet, you will have that opportunity this spring. It's also important to keep in mind the due date of this form. You have until January 17th, 2013 to turn this form into your home office with the appropriate teacher's signatures on the exams that you want to exempt this semester. Again, this only applies to this semester. If you don't plan to use your exemptions in your semester finals this semester, you can discard that form at this time. You'll be reissued another form in the spring. So again, the due date is January 17th. Couple things to keep in mind with this exemption process. It's for one exam. So for example, if you're in semester science courses and you have marine science this semester and you have a botany next semester, if you use your final exam exemption you earned for science with your course in this semester, you cannot use it in the spring. So you need to be careful about making those decisions. Once you decide to use your exemption, there is no going back. So if you turn this form in, you exempt the final, it is done. If you choose to take a final, the same process applies. You cannot take a final and then say, I didn't do really well on that, I want to use my exemption. You have to make that decision in advance. And again, for British literature, you can only use it for your Brit Lit class. Another piece that's important is AP courses. You cannot use a PSSA exemption for your AP final. The same system still applies if you take the AP exam and earn a B in the course that you can exempt that AP final. On the back of that form is going to have a series of questions frequently asked about the whole process. I'm not going to go through all of those questions at this time. I encourage you to read that form. It includes a description of what you do if you have only an AP course in English and how you might be able to use your exemption. Another important piece is this exemption is outside of your academic exemptions as a senior. You can still earn exemptions in courses that you have a straight A in for either the first and second marking period for a semester exam or for all 4 marking periods for a year-long course. Again, this form is due on January 17th. You must take it to your teacher and it is your responsibility to turn it in. Your teacher is not going to ask you about it. It's not going to be their responsibility to determine whether you're eligible or not for this exemption. It is your responsibility as a senior to get the form completed and returned on January 17th. Again, seniors, congratulations on doing an excellent job on those assessments last year and earning a positive reward for that work. I also want to just a quick reminder for the class of 2013, make sure you turn in your cap and gown form, order forms if you have not, as well as senior write-ups. We need to get those in as soon as possible so that we can process those things for your senior year. And good luck, class of 2013, and have a great rest of the year.